A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to Facecam Specials Insurgence once again. And well, as you can see here, what we're actually going to be doing today for this installment is some more Until Dawn. Yeah. Now, I'll go right off the bat by saying I already had some Until Dawn stuff put up on here. And then, of course, there was a last instance that I had Until Dawn here in Facecam Specials Insurgence, but that basically ended with me ending the story overall. Saving a good amount of people, pretty much, but certainly killing off a bunch, if you know what I mean. But in this instance, what we got right here is a second playthrough that's pretty much happening right now. And it's pretty important at the very moment that we all get to understand everything that happens out here. But as you can pretty much see, second playthrough is going to basically utilize what kind of replay value is here. And what we got is, simply put, a second playthrough that can hopefully find as many differences with the first playthrough, pretty much. One thing compared to another. And, well, as you can just see right here, one story is one of many possibilities. Choose your actions carefully. And you know, since I have played this game before, especially when it first came out, it was one of a kind when it showed up. And I've been more than just excited about what the whole thing had to offer. But as you can pretty much see here, what we got is, simply put, quite a time that is going to happen. I can sure tell you that, for one thing. But I guess another thing to keep in mind in this whole thing is, what can we possibly get out of this? Can we ever expect anything different than what the first playthrough gave us? Apart from the main story, you can't really change everything about it, but I would kind of hope to see a ton of other unique bits here. I'm not entirely looking forward to, you know, practically playing through the whole thing all over again. The same thing that's pretty much been done, but then again, I somehow found solace in going through Detroit Become Human 5 separate times. Yeah, 5. 5 times. Now, wasn't that amazing? I mean, it just shows that some games nowadays can really be the subject of replay value every single time. And that's just the thing about it, you know? Everybody wants to try and create a game that is super functional and adaptive to what you could possibly do. In this case, though, what Until Dawn manages to succeed in is, simply put, give us a unique little twist in the horror genre. And I'm definitely hoping to see some bigger, brighter bits in the future. If you remember when I talked about the Dark Pictures anthology, and there was also the Quarry, you know, all of that has definitely come together in quite a unique way. And I'm more than sure that since Supermassive Games simply gave us this, the likes of Bandai Namco, 2K, and hopefully others here and there, they can definitely take in a lot of stuff and utilize it to make their own separate peace of mind. Their own little inspiration that's been derived from this exact piece. I don't necessarily wish to just straight up call it a masterpiece, but Until Dawn still is just one of the reasons why gaming nowadays has never been the same. The horror genre is certainly jam-packed with all sorts of unique bits. And I'm more than excited to see where anything could go nowadays. Oh, but pretty much there's not a whole lot I can take from it. Although, I guess another unique thing about this, apart from all the different paths that you can take and all the different changes of the story that you can probably put together, dialogue options and actions that can allow for characters to either live or die, I mean, this is the same kind of staple that takes place in the Dark Pictures anthology and some of the others as well. You basically have all that good stuff that just happens. And, you know, we all know what happens here, right? Poor Hannah. Poor, actually two of them end up leaving the house. All for a specific reason. You know what, though? There's really not a whole lot else I could probably talk about at this very point, but, as you can pretty much see here, what is going on at the very moment is, you know, just a moment in the game that ends up taking place. Well, when it does, you can't expect it to be good.
What did you do?
You can't expect a lot of stuff to just be good at this very point. And I'm not really looking forward to what's going to happen here.
You know, I kind of think you're the last
These two are doomed. I mean, we saw what just happened outside, right? A guy was wielding a blade, and he might be out there trying to kill these guys, and you never really know. So, okay. As you can see here, it's just as simple as running through the forest, right, at dark. A nice little night happening right now. And then, well, I mean, following noise or following footprints. I don't know what kind of difference it would make. Wouldn't it lead you to sort of the same thing at all? Oh, but not really looking forward to a lot of other stuff. I'm essentially playing through the same game twice. But anyways, we're here now.